I recently came across this company called FUNPOLA that has these just magical storybook lamps. As far as I'm concerned, this is pure magic. You know how I feel about Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, so when I saw this, you know I had to get it. There was just no choice. It has to go along with my other Alice-themed items. It's only 44 pieces, so I feel like it's going to be a pretty quick build. I'm really looking forward to seeing what's inside. Okay, let's see here. Everything looks like it's packaged really nicely. Always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and love more than you know. I love that. This is a really nice detail. Here are the directions, and like I said, this is not a very complicated build, I don't think, so you don't need a full book. Here are the wooden pieces, lighting, glue, and then look, they even give you a little hammer. That is such a nice touch. Since this is a lamp, it does not run on batteries. It actually plugs into a USB block. And then here is the switch. So let's test these and see if they work. They do, and they are so bright. Those are very nice. They have an adhesive backing on them. These will work great. Let's check out the rest of the pieces. Here's the outside of the book. I think it's time to get started. We have everything we need. I knew I was going to really like this FUNPOLA book lamp. I mean, come on, it's Alice. However, I don't just like it. I absolutely love it. This concept is so just unique and amazing. You have your book, and then the staircase, and you walk up past Mad Hatter, the White Rabbit, the Queen, her card minion there. Step into the book. You have Alice in Cheshire. There's Absalom back there. This is just my new favorite. Of course, they're all my favorites. But you can't beat this design. You really feel like you're stepping through the book and into the world. I need to build more of these.
So I finished the Cinderella storybook lamp. It overall was fairly easy. Somebody wanting to take the next step up from the 3D puzzles. I would not recommend this to somebody brand new, but definitely wanting to do the next step up. This is my first time doing one that is electric. Overall, fairly easy. The most struggling part for me was getting the light fixture, so the actual electric light part, correct the photos for it. We're a little bit trying to get this step right here was a little bit more challenging for me, but overall the instructions are pretty clear, easy to follow. I give this an A+, really good. All of the parts, all of these over here are extra pieces, which are really, really nice. I accidentally broke one just of me not paying attention, putting it on, and there was a spare. This right here, the really important part that bends, I just wasn't paying attention putting it on and I broke it. And there was a spare, which is very rare in these types of things. So you see all these extra pieces that was original and a spare, which is a very, I think, important. So that I think is fantastic about this puzzle. So the puzzle itself, this is cute. The fairy godmother, she spins. And I'll show you in a second it all lit up. So to light it up when it's all done, press that once and press it again, turn it off, takes a few seconds. And then I'll turn the light off. That's what it looks like. And then in the instructions, it does say you can hold it and it'll change the brightness. Kind of changes. But overall, it's super cute. Has areas around it. Sayings, words. Let me get this back off. Little saying on top. So again, super glad I did it and definitely recommend.
Okay, so are you into Alex or are you getting into Cole?